Hi, I'm Gareth Spence, and welcome to Tech Talk. Network security and data encryption have been much discussed at this year's Adtran Symposium. To provide a quick rundown of the key talking points, I'm joined by Adva Network Security's Tobias Fehenberger. Tobias, let's start with one of the most asked questions at the event. What is the quantum threat?
The quantum threat describes the advent of a quantum computer, and those quantum computers are powerful devices that can do many things. And one thing they can do for sure is break all the encryption that we're using nowadays to secure our data, transport our data, address all the data that we want to keep encrypted for as long as possible.
What is harvest now, decrypt later, and why should organizations care?
Harvest now, decrypt later is a very concrete attack scenario that is posed by a quantum computer. So quantum computers are not quite as powerful as they need to be to break the currently used encryption schemes. But if you have really sensitive data that you want that needs to remain confidential for 10, 15, 20, 30 years to come, well, a malicious party could simply, store the data now and wait till the quantum computer is powerful enough to decrypt this. And this is a very concrete attack scenario, which is a reason why we need to act now, despite quantum computers still take another 10, 15, 20 years to be what's called cryptographically relevant, so strong and powerful enough to break encryption.
A lot of people at the symposium have been talking about post-quantum cryptography, or PQC. What is that?
PQC is a new style of math problems that are used for encrypting and decrypting data, or to be more precise, to exchange the keys that are then used for encrypting and decrypting data. The National Institute of Standards and Technology has launched a campaign a few years ago where now new PQC standards or new math problems were reviewed and then became standardized just last year, and now they're in our products already. They're making their way into the standards, and this is really what the industry needs to act on today.
How does Adva Network Security approach quantum safe networking?
Well, we do this in a layered approach. You mentioned PQC earlier, so we've adopted PQC and implemented in our products for quite some time already. We are now also have the newest standards implemented, and you can get this from us right now, right away, to secure new networks on a layer 1 and layer 2. But we do a layered approach. There might be use cases where you want to get that little bit of extra security or a different style of security, where we would also support quantum key distribution, key material that is generated by external boxes that is then used in our network solutions for encrypting and decrypting data.
Another buzzword on the stage, or a buzz phrase, I guess, is crypto agility. What is that?
Crypto agility means that you need to react to external influences. You need to change cryptographic schemes. You might want to change the configuration. You might want to do several things where you're just changing the way you're operating your crypto engines and your crypto services in the network. And crypto agility really describes a process that needs to be implemented by the user and the manufacturer in order to be able to react to those external influences. So essentially, it's a matter of changing crypto schemes while the system is still operational in the field without traffic going down, with any interruption of service.
What should organizations do now to prepare for the quantum threat?
Yeah, the first step is really an assessment. You need to know which data you have, which security classes is important for the data, what needs to be encrypted, what needs to be encrypted with the level. So the assessment of data, of the risk associated with the data is the main thing. Plus, you need to know where in your IT system you use which cryptographic algorithm. So you need to create a crypto inventory. And then you need to partner with the right company, with the right partner, essentially, to do that migration and come up with a roadmap and follow that roadmap.
And what makes Adva Network Security the right partner?
We have very clear innovation leadership in this area. We have a proven track record of being at the forefront of the post-quantum cryptography migration. We have implemented the latest schemes. We are now following the newest standards, and as the standards evolve, we'll also change. We are crypto agile, our products are crypto agile, so we have very clear innovation leadership here. We also have, proven expertise is, operating large networks and large secure networks at scale. So that's something that we're really good at, and this is an important part here in the PQC migration. And thirdly, we have a very customer-centric, approach here. We look at the customer, we look at the customer's issue, and then we find the right solution together.
Tobias, thanks for joining me today.